Our world still bears the scars that we suffered from the Willy Wonka experience. God rest the souls of all who lost their time and money at that event. It is by far the silliest scam event, and it became a massive worldwide phenomenon with people talking about it. It was like Firefest, except for Willy Wonka fans. It was just such a beautiful tragedy that really grabbed the whole world by the tits. Even the victims of the scam couldn't help but recognize how fucking wacky it was. And since then, there's been a couple of other big scam events that have come out, but not to the level we're about to see here. I'd argue this is almost to the same silliness level as the Willy Wonka experience. It just happened recently with a fraudulent Bridgerton Ball. So Bridgerton is a massive show, I'm sure you've all heard of it, and there was an event organizer who was putting on a big Bridgerton event, charging 300 clams to attend, promising to deliver a wet dream, an absolute fantasy of an event, but when you got there, it was a nightmare.
Who say they're now out hundreds of dollars and have no regal experience to show for it.
Standing in the rain, dressed to the nines.
Honestly, I just want my money back.
Superfans say they didn't get what they thought they were paying for at the Detroit Bridgerton Ball.
They paid 300 doubloons only to get stuck standing outside the venue in the rain in their most expensive, most elaborate outfits, just getting poured on. And if you did get inside, well, it wasn't exactly special. It was pretty barren and empty. It makes the surprise party my parents tried to throw for me in middle school look like the Met Gala. A Twitter user named Rachel gave us the scoop from the inside here about the Bridgerton Ball and what exactly it consisted of. So, $300 price tag, and basically it was a lot of people sitting around on their phones because there was nothing to do. There was no ball. There was no anything. It was like the fucking void that Squidward goes to be all alone. Except you're not alone, you're just surrounded by multiple hundreds of other people that also got scammed and paid to be there. There's also some hoopla before the event even took place because of a rescheduling that didn't make a lot of sense. So originally the event was supposed to happen in August, but then there was hoopla, they pushed it to September, and then there was even accusations that the reason that they had to push the date is because they weren't paying the previous venue, which is why they got, kicked out of using the venue or something to that effect. But regardless, the event did happen 3 days ago, or lack thereof an event, really. Here's the decor of the Bridgerton Ball event. Stellar, absolutely jaw-dropping, breathtaking, even. This is straight out of a wet dream. I mean, just look at how great it looks. So, as you can see, it wasn't exactly the best put-together venue. That looks like something you'd see set up at the state fair for photos, not a $300 Bridgerton Ball event. And I think the Twitter user really hit the nail on the head. I have a game theory here. I think the organizers got all of this money from all of these attendees, and they were just extremely happy. And then as it came closer to the date, they realized, oh, we can't just take their money. We're going to go to jail for that. That's illegal. We have to put on some kind of event. So they panicked and then went to Party City, grabbed this furniture, and just set it down haphazardly there. It really feels like this whole event was put on like the actual day before. And even less, perhaps. Like maybe a few hours before people got there, they had like a couple of friends and family scrambling to get like some chairs and, hire someone to play the violin. Because one of the advertisements was like live music. Well, here's the live music. A single violin player, like probably playing the saddest song you've ever heard too. Like that must feel awful. You get hired for a gig and it turns out to be this. That's gotta feel like shit. So you just sit there forced to play for people that are miserable after having been scammed, after having been stood out in the rain for God knows how long, and you have to sit there as the only source of sound in the venue, aside from like tears from people who realized how much money they just wasted. But don't worry, the event wasn't without entertainment. The organizers hired a stripper for some reason. They hired one stripper for the Bridgerton Ball.
I don't remember this in Bridgerton.
Now, I'm not the most knowledgeable on Bridgerton, but that seems a little out of place. It feels like what happened is they just scrolled through Facebook Marketplace for anyone advertising any talent, like, commission them. Hey, I play the violin. I'll come do like a party or something if you need. Book it. Hey, I'm an exotic dancer. Book it. You probably could have advertised anything, and if you were on the marketplace at the time before this event happened, they probably would have grabbed your services. Like, hey, I'm a professional soup slurper. Oh, you're coming to the Bridgerton Ball. Hey, I juggle and spread my butt cheeks. To the Bridgerton Ball with you. Like, it looks like they just desperately, at the last minute, just hired some people to come in here just to, like, hang out to make it look like the event was happening. Like, it looks like they were trying to do the bare minimum where they could make a legal argument that they did fulfill their event obligation. But yeah, they promised a cash prize, which that didn't happen. They promised a diamond of the season thing, which didn't happen, and a lot of other, like, nonsense that didn't happen. And overall, most people want a refund, which is very reasonable. They got scammed. They 100% got schmeckeldorfed. They also got potentially food poisoned as well. Apparently they ran out of food after an hour, and some of the food they were serving was raw. So, there's a good chance that not only did you get scammed, your gut got fucking slammed.
The way that it was described is that this was going to be a Bridgerton evening. We were going to have classical music, good dinner, and there was going to be a play, and they were going to pick Diamond of the Season. They were going to give away all of these prizes, and we went in, and it's completely empty in there.
Hey, come on now. It wasn't completely empty in there. Didn't you see the pole dancing and the violin player? I bet they were probably just about to bring out Monopoly as well.
And had no problem just taking people's money.
The company behind the event, Uncle and Me LLC, has since disabled comments on their social media.
They haven't put out any official statement, the event organizer I'm referring to. They've just gone silent. So I'm guessing this is just another little game theory here. I'm guessing what's going to happen is the classic. They're going to shut down their socials. They're going to remake the company under a different name and pull another scam like this again in the future. That's my hypothesis. I just don't see a world where Uncle and Me can somehow put out a statement that allows them to continue to do business down the line. Like, this fundamentally stops their whole business, because who the fuck is going to pay money to go to another one of their events? Even if they said they were just giving away free donuts, I bet nobody shows up because they wouldn't trust it. Like, they'd still feel like there's some kind of scam there. It's not something an event organizer can come back from. You have scammed a lot of people, and they're not giving refunds as of this moment. So how the fuck are you expected to do business again? And I don't think they're going to try. I think they're going to rebrand. That's my guess. I am hoping for a happy ending, though, for the people that lost their money in this. I'm hoping they get a refund. Also, this scam, like this event, is probably the only one so far where people probably lost a lot more than just that money in that time. Because of the scale of it, like a Bridgerton Ball, where it was all about, like, elegance and dressing up and all of this, I have no doubt there's people that spent like an entire week picking out their outfit, buying accessories, buying other things, buying outfits, buying dresses, all just to prepare for this event, which turned out to be a big fucking fraud, a big scam. So I do think that this is probably more than $300 that people lost in this. That's just how much they lost on the ticket. And that super sucks. But anyway, want to talk about it a little bit. That's it. See ya.